Imagine your friend is about to go on stage for a performance. You want to wish them luck, so you smile and say, "Break a leg." But wait, why would you tell your friend to break their leg? This is the strange, confusing, and wonderful world of English idioms. They are phrases where the meaning is completely different from the individual words you see. They are the secret code that native speakers use every single day to add color, humor, and personality to their conversations. Understanding them is the final key to unlocking true fluency. And today, we are going to decode them. Welcome back to our advanced series, English Grammar Unlocked. I'm your host, Scarlett. Today, we are learning to understand the secret language of native speakers by mastering common idioms. In this episode, we will turn a grammar lesson into a friendly chat at a cafe. First, we will join an English learner, Maria, as she listens to her native speaker friends have a very confusing conversation, and will decode the idioms together. Second, we will master 7 of the most common and useful idioms in English. And finally, for our language focus, we will understand the fixed grammar of idioms. Are you ready to crack the code? The first step to understanding idioms is recognizing when you hear one. They often sound very strange if you try to understand them literally. Let's join our friends Maria, Ben, and Chloe at their favorite cafe. Part 1. The Confusing Conversation. Our story begins with 3 friends sitting around a small table. Ben is an architect, Chloe is a writer, and Maria is an English learner from Spain who has been friends with them for a few months. Ben looks very tired and stressed. Chloe asks him, "What's wrong, Ben? You look exhausted." Ben sighs. "This new project at work is incredibly difficult. My boss just told me I have to finish the designs by Friday. It's almost impossible. I guess I just have to bite the bullet and work all weekend." Let's pause. Maria is listening to this, and in her mind she is confused. Bite a bullet? She thinks. Like with his teeth? Is he going to the dentist? That sounds very painful. Chloe replies to Ben with a supportive smile. That sounds tough. But remember what happened last year? You lost that one client. But because of that, you were free to take on this new, better project. Maybe losing that client was a blessing in disguise. Now Maria is even more confused. A blessing in disguise? She thinks. A blessing wearing a costume like for Halloween? What does that mean? Let's step in and be Maria's secret guide. These are idioms. The first one, to bite the bullet, means to decide to do something difficult or unpleasant that you have been avoiding. Ben doesn't want to work all weekend, but he knows he has to. He has to be brave and face the difficult situation. The second idiom, a blessing in disguise, is something that seems bad or unlucky at first, but results in something good happening later. Losing the client seemed bad at the time, but it led to a better opportunity. It was a good thing that was hidden inside a bad situation. Idioms aren't just for problems. They are used in all kinds of everyday situations, like giving encouragement and deciding when to stop working. The conversation continues. Part 2. Luck, Work, and Control. Ben finishes his coffee. He has to leave for a small presentation he is giving to his team. As he stands up, Chloe says with a big encouraging smile, "Well, you should go. Good luck with the presentation." Break a leg! Maria is shocked. Break a leg? She thinks. Why is she being so mean to him? He's already so stressed. This is one of the most famous idioms in English. To break a leg is a strange but very common way to say good luck, especially to a performer. It comes from an old superstition in the theater world that wishing someone good luck would actually bring them bad luck. So they wished for the opposite. Ben leaves, and Chloe and Maria continue to talk. Chloe yawns. I've been writing my new article all morning, she says. It's almost done, but my brain is tired. I think I'm going to call it a day. Maria is confused again. Call it a day? She thinks. Who is she calling the day? How do you call a day? To call it a day is a very common idiom that means to stop working on something for the day. Chloe has decided that she has finished her work for today and will continue tomorrow. She then adds, besides, I need to make some phone calls. The party we are planning for next week is starting to get out of hand. I invited 20 people and now I think 50 people are coming. Getting out of her hand? Maria thinks. Did she drop the party? How can a party get out of her hand? To get out of hand means to become difficult to control. The party started as a small, simple plan, but now it has become big and chaotic. The final two idioms our friends will use today are about decisions and difficulty. Let's hear the end of Chloe and Maria's chat. Part 3. Decisions and Difficulty. Chloe is still talking about the party. I've asked my other friend Liam to help with the music, but he hasn't answered me yet. I've sent him a text and I've left him a voicemail. I can't do anything more. The ball is in his court now, Maria thinks. The ball is in his court. Are they playing tennis? I thought they were planning a party. The ball is in your court is an idiom that comes from sports like tennis. It means it is now the other person's turn to make a decision or to take the next step. Chloe has done everything she can. Now the responsibility is with Liam. Maria then decides to ask Chloe for some help. She says, Chloe, can you look at my English homework? The grammar is very confusing for me. Chloe looks at the worksheet and smiles. Oh, this, she says. Don't worry, Maria. We can do this in 5 minutes. This is a piece of cake. Maria looks around the table. A piece of cake? She thinks. But there is no cake here. This is a grammar worksheet. The final idiom for today, a piece of cake, means something that is very easy to do. For Chloe, the grammar homework is not a problem at all. Our friend Maria has survived a very confusing but very natural English conversation. Now, are you ready to become a grammar expert? Let's analyze the secret rules of these strange and wonderful phrases. Part 4. Language Focus. First, let's master our 7 essential idioms from today's lesson. Our first idiom is to bite the bullet. This means to force yourself to do something difficult or unpleasant. For example, I hate going to the dentist, but I have a toothache, so I'll have to bite the bullet and make an appointment. Our second idiom is a blessing in disguise. This is something that seems bad at first, but actually results in something good. For example, losing my old job was a blessing in disguise because I found a much better one. Our third idiom is to break a leg. This is a common way to wish someone good luck, especially before a performance. For example, before her exam, I told my sister to break a leg. Next, we have to call it a day. This means to stop working for the rest of the day. For example, we've been working for 10 hours. Let's call it a day. Our fifth idiom is to get out of hand. This means to become difficult to control. For example, the party started quietly, but it quickly got out of hand. The sixth idiom is the ball is in your court. This means it is your turn to make a decision or take the next step. For example, I've made my offer. Now the ball is in your court, and our final idiom is a piece of cake. This means something is very easy to do. For example, he said the test was a piece of cake. Now for our grammar focus, the fixed structure of idioms. This is a very important and simple rule. Idioms are like grammatical fossils. They are phrases that are frozen in time. Their structure is fixed. You cannot usually change the words. Rule 1. You can't change the main words. The idiom is a piece of cake. You cannot say a slice of cake or a piece of cookie. The meaning will be lost. Rule 2. You can't change the articles. The idiom is a blessing in disguise. You cannot say the blessing in disguise. Rule 3. You can't change the prepositions. The idiom is get out of hand. You cannot say get away from hand. The most important lesson is that you must learn and remember idioms as a complete chunk or a single piece of vocabulary. You've learned the secret code. Now it's time to practice thinking in idioms so you can understand and maybe even use them yourself. Part 5. Practice tips for the 4 skills. For listening, watch a short clip from a modern movie or a TV show that you enjoy with the English subtitles on. When you hear a phrase that doesn't make literal sense, it's probably an idiom. Pause the video, write it down, and look up its meaning. For speaking, this is a fun challenge. Try to use just one idiom with your AI tutor. Tell it about something that was very easy for you. You can say, I finished the test in 20 minutes. It was a piece of cake. For reading, find an online blog or an article from a native speaker about a topic you love, like sports, movies, or fashion. Informal writing is full of idioms. Try to find one of the 7 idioms we learned today in a real article. And for writing, this is a great exercise for your journal. Write a short paragraph about a difficult situation in your life that turned out to have a good result. Your challenge is to use the idiom, a blessing in disguise. Part 6. Your next action. Today, you have unlocked the final level of natural conversational English. Idioms are the secret code that adds color, personality, and humor to the language. By learning to recognize them, you are no longer an outsider looking in. You are starting to understand the secret, inside language of the culture. As we conclude, let's quickly summarize our lesson. We joined a confusing but fun conversation at a cafe and decoded 7 of the most common English idioms. And we learned the most important grammar rule about them. Their structure is fixed and must be learned as a complete phrase. We also mastered 7 essential idioms. As a review, those were to bite the bullet, a blessing in disguise, to break a leg, to call it a day, to get out of hand, the ball is in your court, and a piece of cake. Now, I have a final question for you. Tell me about something that was very easy for you to do. Was it a piece of cake? Let's practice using this fun idiom in the comments section below. If you are committed to making this mindset a part of your life, show your energy by smashing that like button. Be a hero for a friend by sharing this video with someone you know who wants to understand native speakers better. And to lock in your commitment to learning, subscribe and smash that notification bell so you don't miss our next workout. Remember, learning idioms is how you go from just speaking English to truly understanding it. Until next time, take care and happy learning.